Do you usually go to the library? Yes, I do. I usually go to the library. Do you usually go to the cinema? No, I don't. I don't usually go to the cinema. Do you usually take part in competitions? Yes, I do. I usually take part in competitions. Do you usually listen to music? No, I don't. I don't usually listen to music. Do you usually play sports? No, I don't. I don't usually play sports. Do you usually watch movies? Yes, I do. I usually watch movies. Do you usually chat with your friends? No, I don't. I don't usually chat with my friends. Do you usually visit your family? No, I don't. I don't usually visit my family. Do you usually go traveling on holidays? Yes, I do. I usually go traveling on holidays. Do you usually have breakfast? Do you usually have breakfast? No, I don't. I don't usually have breakfast. Do you usually cook? No, I don't. I don't usually cook. Do you usually go karaoke? Yes, I do. I usually go karaoke. Do you usually cry when you watch movies? I don't usually cry. I don't usually. No, I don't. I don't usually cry when I watch movies. Do you usually sing when you have a bath? Yes, I do. Yes, I have. I usually sing when I have a bath. How do you usually go home? Do you usually go home by bus? Yes, I do. I usually go home by bus. How do you usually go to school? I Do you usually go to school by bike? No, I don't. I don't usually go. I don't. No, I don't. I don't usually go to school by bike. I usually go to school by motorbike. When do you usually study English? Do you usually study English in the evening? Yes, I do. I usually study English in the evening. When do you usually play sports? When do you usually play sports? Do you usually play sports in the afternoon? No, I don't. I don't usually play sports in the afternoon. I usually play sports in the morning. How do you usually spend your Sunday morning? How do you usually spend your Sunday morning? Do you usually stay at home? Yes, I do. I usually stay at home. How do you usually celebrate your birthday party? Do you usually invite a lot of friends? No, I don't. I don't usually invite a lot of friends. I usually celebrate it with my friend. I usually celebrate it with my family. When do you usually call your mother? Do you usually call your mother when you run out of money? Yes, I do. I usually call my mother when I run out of money. When do you usually visit your family? Do you usually visit your family at weekend? No, I don't. I don't usually visit my family at the weekend. Do you usually visit your family at the weekend? No, I don't. I don't usually visit my family at the weekend. I usually visit my family at the end of the month. When do you usually feel hungry? Do you usually feel hungry when you lost something? Yes, I do. I usually feel hungry when I've lost something. How do you usually spend your summer holidays? Do you usually stay at home? No, I don't. I don't usually stay at home. I usually go traveling. How do you usually go to Salt Lake? How do you usually go to Salt Lake? I usually go to Salt Lake by motorbike. Why don't you go to Salt Lake by bus? Because I get a car sick anytime when I go by. Because I get car sick anytime I go by bus. When do you usually take exercise? I usually take exercise in the morning. Why don't you take exercise in the afternoon? Because I want to have more energy for the whole day. How do you usually go to school? I usually go to school by bike. Why don't you go to school on foot? Because where I live isn't very close to my school. When do you usually do sport? I usually do sport on weekends. Why don't you do sport on weekdays? Because I have Because I have to work late in the afternoon every weekday. How do you usually go to work? I usually go to work by bus. Why don't you go to work by motorbike? Because I can avoid pollution and save money when I go by bus. When do you usually wash your clothes? I usually wash my clothes in the evening. Why don't you wash your clothes in the morning or in the afternoon? Because I cannot get up early and I go to school during the day. Because I cannot get up early and I go to school during the day. How do you usually travel to your hometown? I usually travel to my hometown by coach. Why don't you travel to your hometown by train? Because the station is too far from where I live. When do you usually study English? I usually practice English early in the morning. Why don't you practice English in the afternoon or in the evening? Because the quietness in the morning helps me to study English the most effectively. How do you usually prepare for your examinations? I don't usually prepare for them very carefully. Why don't you prepare for them carefully? Because I haven't got enough time to prepare. When do you usually go to the library? I don't usually go to the library. Why don't you usually go to the library? Because it's too crowded there.